In the headlines, troops foil terrorist attack in Borno community. Awka Onitsha shut down as Anambra residents comply with IPOB's sit-at-home order. PDP crisis worsens as Reps caucus ask secondos to resign immediately. And on the foreign scene, 12 soldiers killed in northwest Burkina Faso attack. Hello and welcome to TrustTV News Update. I am Ayuwelia. Thank you for joining. The news in details now. Troops of Operation Hadin have repelled an attempted attack by the Boko Haram Islamic State of West Africa province terrorists on Damboa town in Borno, Nigerian Army says. The Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, disclosed this in a statement on Monday in Abuja. Nwachukwu said the troops of 25 Task Force Brigade successfully quelled a dawn attempted attack on the town in the early hours of Sunday by terrorists. He said the criminals made a futile effort to infiltrate the town but were met with heavy fire from the vigilant troops. Now, commercial banks, shops, supermarkets, motor parks and other business outlets in Awka, Anambra State capital were shut down on Monday in compliance to sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. However, the popular Eke Awka market was opened, but shops owners did not open their shops. Meanwhile, civil servants in the state reported to duty, according to the directive of Governor Willie Obiano, for all workers to be in office or risk salary cut. Daily Trust reporter who monitored the event in Awka said all the banks along Onitsha-Enugu Expressway shut doors to customers. As of the time of filing this report, there was no reported case of violence in any part of the state. Now, the sit-at-home order given by the indigenous people of Biafra turned bloody in Imo on Monday as no fewer than 3 buses were burnt at Nkwogu in Ahiazu, Mbase local government area of Imo State. Occupants of one of the buses was reportedly burnt to ashes. According to Daily Trust correspondent, it was also learned that 2 of the vehicles, Hummer bus belonging to a popular transport company, Libra, was fully loaded from Umuahia when they ran into a group of hoodlums suspected to be members of IPOB. The passengers of the buses, said to be fully loaded, scampered to safety, while one of the drivers was reportedly shot on the hip. Our correspondent also gathered that there was a heavy shooting around Banana Junction along Olu-Owerri Road as gunmen engaged security agents in a shootout. Police Public Relations Officer CSP Mike Abatam was not available to comment on the situation. The Senate Committee on Constitution Amendment is considering a proposal that will tinker with the structure of the police to make the police responsive, proactive and effective in the face of a breakdown of internal security. The committee also said that there will be additional 17 zonal commands, Zonal Police Council, State Security Advisory Council, and Community Policing Advisory Council. The committee resorted to adjustment of the structure because the members failed to agree on the proposal for state police. After a rancorous debate on the police, sources said the members decided to push the issues to plenary for a decision. Now, a 48-year-old driver, Gabriel Ojega, who allegedly stole a Hilux pickup van worth 19 million naira, on Monday appeared in an Ikeja Chief Magistrate Court. The police charged Ojega with a conspiracy and theft. The prosecution counsel, ASP Benson Umwehi, said that the offense contravened the provisions of sections 411 and 287 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015. Umwehi told the court that Ojega and other persons committed the offense on July 19 at number 22 Aina Street, Shogunle in Oshodi, Lagos State. He said that Ojega, who was asked to deliver some goods and he disappeared with the van, and it was discovered that he was the mastermind of the theft. Ojega pleaded not guilty to the charge. Magistrate J.A. Adegun admitted the defendant to bail in the sum of 200,000 naira with two sureties in like sum. Adegun adjourned the case until August 18th. Now, members of the People's Democratic Party caucus in the House of Representatives have demanded the immediate resignation of the embattled national chairman of the party, Prince Uche Secondus. The caucus, led by Kingsley Chinda, in a statement argued that the resignation of Secondus will be in the best interests of the party. The caucus thereby enjoined the Board of Trustees and the Governors Forum of the PDP to ensure immediate and firm resolution of current challenges bedeviling the party. The caucus, while lamenting the crisis rocking the party, explained why it was dissatisfied with the leadership style of Secondus. Now, the Sultan of Sokoto and President General, Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar III, has declared August 10 as the first day of Haram. Abubakar III made the declaration in a statement issued on Sunday by Professor Sambo Junaidu, the Chairman, Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, Sultanate Council, Sokoto. Abubakar III felicitated with the Nigerian Muslim Ummah on the New Year celebration and wished them Allah's guidance and blessings, while urging Nigerians to continue to pray for peace, progress and development of the country. Meanwhile, Governor Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto State has declared Tuesday as a public holiday in commemoration of the Islamic New Year 1443 AH. Tambuwal, in a statement issued by Mohammed Bello, his special advisor, media and publicity, said the declaration followed the statement of the Sultanate Council of Sokoto on the New Year. He appealed to the Muslim Ummah across the country to pray for peaceful coexistence and progress of the country. You're watching Trust News Update, and coming up after the break, federal government sets August 16 for phase 2 of COVID-19 Moderna vaccination. Join us again for more.
My name is Samuel Dada.
Yakubu Isa, ana mana kabila jeje.
Aminu Musa.
A wannan harkar ce muke dan samun abinci, an muke taimaka mu wasu da yawa.
Looking for private jobs. Sometimes you get employed and the process of payment, you undergo some kind of stress.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the TrustTV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search TrustTV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. TrustTV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Thank you for staying with us. And if you're just joining, you're watching Trust TV News Update. Let's have another look at some of our top stories. Nigerian army said troops of Operation Hadin have foiled an attempted attack by the Boko Haram Islamic State of West Africa Province terrorists on Damboa town in Borno. Plus, members of the People's Democratic Party caucus in the House of Representatives have demanded the immediate resignation of the embattled national chairman of the party, Prince Uche Secondus. Moving on now, the federal government has announced a new date of August 16 to begin administering the second batch of the COVID-19 Moderna vaccines doses donated by the United States. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, made the announcement, and he said that the postponement of the vaccination exercise from August 10 to August 16 was purely administrative. The minister also disclosed that the second phase of the vaccination exercise will target people from 18 years and above. He explained that the 18 years and above were targeted because the younger ones, even in the United States, were now becoming more vulnerable to COVID-19 in infection and attack. Katsina State Commissioner for Health, Yakubu Nuhu Danja, says at least 60 persons have died from cholera. He disclosed this at the weekend during the annual general meeting of the state branch of the Nigerian Medical Association in Katsina. Danja also said the state has over 1,400 confirmed cases, but did not disclose the affected local government areas. He, however, assured that the state government was working to curb the spread of the disease. Daily Trust correspondent Tijani Ibrahim, who is currently in Katsina, gives us an update on the situation.
There is palpable fear here in Katsina following the cholera outbreak, which claimed at least 60 lives, as confirmed by health authorities. The State Commissioner for Health, Engineer Yakubu Nuhu Danja, who was speaking during the weekend at the annual general meeting of the Nigerian Medical Association, said the state has recorded over 1,400 suspected cases, out of which he said 60 have already died. This is indeed worrisome for both residents as well as the state authorities. The commissioner said the state has purchased drugs for distribution at hospitals for the treatment of the disease. But he also called on residents to play their own part by ensuring personal and as well as environmental hygiene to curb the spread of the disease. In some states, such as Kano and Bauchi, inter-community transmission is active, as confirmed by authorities. And these figures in Katsina are coming virtually after 2 weeks of the report coming from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, that the state had 756 suspected cases with 21 deaths. So you see, within the last 2 weeks, the figures have doubled, and the case fatality rate has also risen. It is indeed worrisome for both the residents and the authorities.
And now in business news, the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, in collaboration with the relevant ministries, agencies and private sector, has commenced the National Anti-Multiple Taxation Scheme and National Transit Insurance Scheme for road users nationwide. The move, Algon's NEC Committee Chairman on NAMTAX, Natis, Yusuf Garuba Al-Kalari, said is to support the federal government's economic sustainability program by providing the enabling environment for ease of doing business. In compliance with the presidential approval banning illegal collection of taxes, levies and fees on agricultural produce, agro-allied products and general goods on the roads, Algon said it is poised to ensure all illegal roadblocks are dismantled to reduce high cost of goods caused by illegal fees on haulage. The African Development Bank has agreed to support Nigerians' micro, small and medium enterprises. It is reported that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said on Sunday at the 33rd inaugural lecture on Babcock University, Ilasha Remo Ogun. He said the bank made known its assurance to be more supportive to technology-based MSMEs with $500 million. The Vice President said that one of the things the federal government did with small businesses during the COVID-19 pandemic and afterwards was the introduction of the MSMEs Survival Fund. And now on the foreign scene, 12 Burkina Faso soldiers are killed and 8 wounded in an ambush by suspected jihadists near the West African country's border with Mali, the government said on Monday. Communications Minister Oseni Tambora strongly condemned the barbaric attack on Sunday in Soro province, the latest in a series both near the borders with Mali and Niger. The statement added that 7 soldiers went missing after the ambush but were found at dawn on Monday, including one who had been wounded in the thigh, though he was in stable condition. And then about 20 Taliban militants are killed and 8 others wounded when government forces repelled a militant attack on Ibok city, capital of Afghanistan's northern province of Samangang, on Sunday night. The country's Interior Ministry made the confirmation on Monday. The ministry said in a statement that Taliban fighters fled surrounding areas of the city after casualties were inflicted. Taliban spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid wrote on social media that the insurgents seized control of several areas in Ibok. And finally, in sports news, despite the conclusion of the Nigeria Professional Football League season last Thursday, there is uncertainty about which teams are qualified to represent the country in the continental football competitions. Sport analyst Abdulaziz Ibrahim tells us more.
I can tell you for certain the 4 teams that have made the drop, the 4 teams that will not be in the top flight next season and they'll be playing in the Nigerian National League. Taking a look at the table there, we have Jigawa Golden Stars, Warri Wolves, FC Ifeanyi and then Adamawa United. So those are the 4 teams that have made the drop. Now there's no controversy there, but there's a bit of controversy at the top of the table, and we're telling you that we're waiting for the final verdict from the Nigeria Professional Football League. As you can see at the bottom part of that table, they have said that the final ratification pending on the decision by the NFF Appeals Committee as per the Jigawa versus Rivers case. Right now, of course, you can see that on top of the log we have Akwa United already confirmed as the league winners with 71 points after 38 games, and they were already confirmed right from match day 37. But what other 2 teams will emerge from this table as the second and third team is the bone of contention right now, because you can see Eimba there with 66 points, Kwara United with 65, Nasarawa also with 65, Kano Pillars with 64, then Rivers United with 63 points. Why we are waiting for the verdict on the Rivers case is that there's an outstanding 3 points which could come to Rivers United if the verdict is in their favor. So Rivers United will move up to 66 points, and if that happens, it means that Rivers United will come into second, and then Eimba will move to third, and then Kwara United will be out of it. So the top 3 teams now will be Akwa United, Rivers United, and then Eimba, which means that Eimba will be one of the teams representing Nigeria in the CAF Confederations Cup. So we'll just have to wait for later today. We'll be sure that the Nigeria Football Federation will have to tell us which 4 teams have qualified to represent Nigeria at the continental assignment, which is fast coming. As I can tell you, today is the deadline day and it can't go beyond today. The NFF will have to tell us their final verdict.
Trust TV's Abdulaziz Ibrahim there with the updates. And that brings us to the end of Trust News Update. For more updates, click the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media handles. I am Ayubelia. Thank you for watching.